Hello, welcome to the first Pan-American Shuaijiao Federation coaches, advanced practitioners of Shuaijiao's training course. This training course was started for standardize the learning curriculum for Shuaijiao user in self-defense and complying with Tai Chi philosophy, which is yin-yang, offense, defense. All the martial arts, they are actually the action of offense, defense together. And this encountering, if you follow the Tai Chi principle, which is balance in harmony, that means you can be in control. Then you'll be winning the countering in peace. You can be dominating the situation. Okay, so what we need to do is use all you have learned in Shuaijiao, all the hand technique, throwing technique, and then punch kick, all those basic form, all together comply with the Tai Chi principle. Tai Chi principle is not just for Shuaijiao, it's for all the martial arts. Yeah, because Tai Chi is a philosophy, it's not style. It's funny to say that this Tai Chi belong to her. Tai Chi doesn't belong to anybody. Everybody under is what? Dominate. Okay? So it's for a book of Ji Jing, the first Chinese book on philosophy. Talk about Tao, the way. Now, this course basically is trying to teach all the coaches, instructors, how to combine the Tai Chi principle and the techniques. Everybody know they have all pretty much standardized terminology, but because they're different kind of styles, so they have a different kind of fashion or kind of a different kind of approach. But the idea is that technique with that kind of particular name show a particular nature. For example, for a kick, then you can say, oh, for a kick, it must be a distance because you cannot be close enough close to kick. You have to be far enough so you can reach with legs. In close range, you won't do it. Then you do something like embrace tiger, of course. When you embrace tiger, you got to contact. In Shuaijiao, most technique in Shuaijiao, in competition, close range. But in reality, when you use it for self-defense, mixed with other martial art, there should be no limit. Okay, so this class, this kind of curriculum design is for different units. Each unit have a particular focus. Today, the first class, each one is about 1 hour. I want to focus on a few, so you're able to digest, learn this technique specifically and without too much pressure. And then you find out they are related to those techniques you already know in Shuaijiao training. So part one today, I want to mention the common basic law of Tai Chi in countering, okay, in martial art. Number one is non-resistance. Means what? When you encounter to each other, don't bounce back or don't fight back, but what? But absorb it. So you need to contact, lightly attach onto it, and then like glue onto it, and follow it, connect together, and then what? Redirect. In order to change the angle so you can change from defense to offense. When you change the angle, you be in control. You also become safe. Okay? So these two are the most important, significant nature using Tai Chi philosophy. And because you do this kind of technique, so it's becoming more, let's say, effortless. It's a very sophisticated. It's effortless. So you can use minimal effort to overcome, big, target. Okay, so use the least effort and secure, and also no harm to each other, and that is what total control. If you're in a fighting situation and you are in total control, then you can decide if you want to hurt a person, you want to just stop the person, or you want to keep your peace only. There are different kind of a purpose that you can control. Okay. Now that is a better, strategy in fighting. You don't hurt each other unless you have to. And then another one is when you are applying the technique, following the Taiji principle, you also have to understand accumulation from the Shuaijiao and martial art experience taught by my teacher, Grandmaster Chang. There are 6 factors involved in fighting. Number 1 is what? Opportunity. Okay. Number 2, distance. Yeah. Distance is most well-known element or factor in choosing your technique. Number 3 is the angle of approach. Okay. You are right into it, or you kind of escape away, or you kind of surrounding. That's all have different purpose. And then there's another one is what? The speed. How fast? The timing. Okay. And also what? The part you control. Do you control the neck, or your shoulder, or elbow, or wrist? It all depends on distance and then the relationship of the positions. So all these will be included in this training course. Now, I think some of you already involved in Tai Chi training or teaching, and then you find a different style, have different kind of approach, different kind of interpretation. But when you come to the real fighting, it is the result that counts. Yeah. There are many people say they are very famous martial art people, especially Tai Chi guys. They went up to MMA. They couldn't fight for a long time. They got knocked out. They got thrown out. So it is what? How good you are from your training. You can show. It's not that who's your teacher or what style you are. All right. Bruce Lee say one thing. He said the best technique in fighting is the appropriate reaction. So don't limit yourself. Okay. Now, roughly, I just mentioned this kind of guideline for introducing this course. Then from now on, I'm going to introduce different kind of skill. Today, the first day, I want to introduce those hand technique often used in Tai Chi with the terminology and also with application, and then we connect with Shuaijiao technique you already know. Okay, all right, let's take a break. Hello. Now we're going to start introducing combination of Tai Chi techniques combined with its philosophy principles and adopting Kungfu martial art technique, including Shuaijiao, Shaolin, all kind of karate, taekwondo, jiu-jitsu, all kind of frequent use technique, all without any name or title. They'll be all mixed. Okay, now first one, we will use most beginning technique of Tai Chi, closing, arm cross, open, okay? And this is called crossing arm. And then when you arm cross, you leg close. So the whole body is shrinking and open. That means every movement control from the center, the core muscle here, and then that affects your knee and your elbow, and then make your body shrink and open. Okay, inhale, exhale. And in reality, this could be what? Fast, like a whip. Okay, whip. So in punching, pushing, or pushing, those kind of technique is fast. In Tai Chi, they do meditative exercise, so need to go with breathing. It's for healing and for specific learning of technique. And then this technique is the beginning technique, cross arm, and from cross arm, your arm can separate to side, and in Tai Chi, this is called cloud hand, waving hand and cloud, drifting by. The cloud trip before your eye, drifting by, very gentle, very sensitive, and very soft. And then it could be what? This way, like swimming, right? It's called what? Partition parting while horseman. Yeah. Parting while horse is man. Oh, low up, standing flying. Okay. And every time before you open, you must be closing. Once you're closing, you can choose to be this way, vertical or parallel or diagonal, okay, or back and forth. It's all from close and open, and then up and down, okay, up and down, up, down, and separate, up and down, up and down. So all these already cover a lot of frequent use of technique in Tai Chi in self-defense. Now in Shuaijiao, we can see we are why they use all these hand technique. When you close, you're pulling, right? When you open, you're pushing away or you're blocking. Now, let's change some technique that you can relate. When you teach Tai Chi for health, for relation, therapy purposes, and for this technique used in self-defense, you also introduce the Shuaijiao technique that's associated with that. For example, this one, it's called claw hand, right? The claw hand is so gentle, so soft. And that in Shuaijiao, we always use this one to approach. Okay. For example, when my assistant comes to me and punch to me, yeah, and here, like that. And when you back face forward, it's called defense. When my hand change into this called offense. From offense, I can do a lot of application. If I go down, it's pick up. Yeah, this called searching the needle at the bottom of the ocean. In Shuaijiao, we call chin, drop down suddenly, okay? That makes the person lose balance and then he can throw the person afterward. So your learning technique first one is go side to side, push to me, cross arm, and then turn side to side. So this way, or defense, offense, and then into this. Yeah, this. I think you've been using this one in Shuaijiao technique all the time. Control people, control the elbow, the wrist, and what? And approach here. And approach here. Okay? Yeah. And then if you put your leg out there, then you make the person flip over. Okay? So if you go underneath, here, underneath, then you know this technique. Clicking, right? Use the hand, right? Here. Here. Look. Elbow pressed by my shoulder and my leg stick out. Okay, then it's easy to flip the person over. All right, so this is all in common. Okay, so this is the first often used technique from cross arm. And one more is that in Shuaijiao we have approach, tackle. We call tackle, right? You go low or immersion. Then when the hand comes to you, you block and enter. Here, they catch here. Yeah, look at that. This is voice, this is, and here, pick up. Okay, then you can throw a person. Right? In another case, you don't throw forward. You might try to pick up, but too heavy or not convenient, then you change direction to throw the knocking with the shoulder. Okay, that's all we use in competitions. Okay, so the cross arm. And cross arm can go different direction. Side to side is one. Okay, and up and down, up and down, right? When you go down, you are not going to bring the hand upon you. If you do that, then you must in-tie and then throw. That you can see that we call a shoulder throw, right? Bowing. And then another case, you just go in and enter. You right? Enter. This one is called a golden rooster in Tai Chi. Golden rooster, standing on one leg, and in Shuaijiao, once you get to here, then you can chop, do the throw. Yeah, okay, chopping down, or you can hook. So that is what most overused technique in direct contact. Another one is enter with pivot, body to pivot. In Tai Chi, it's called side gate, entry. You can come go ahead. Look at that. You see that? Single whip. Tai Chi single whip. That is opposite to cross leg. That's called twist step. This is called consistent step, bow and arrow stance. So this is often used in tournament. When you come in your left hand, here and then here. Look at that. You enter it, and then you can approach. Okay? So you penetrate it by turning your body into. If you go to a getting square, it's hard to approach. She will stop you. But if you go like come in, this, then you enter. Now you can hold the neck. Okay? You can put a leg on the person. So this is always used hand technique in Tai Chi in contact. We call this one pushing hand, dual hand operation. The hand doesn't refer only arm. The leg, the body, any contact is considered as hand. Hand means what? It can be used for all kind of purpose: to grab, to hit, to push. So you can use your shoulder or your elbow or your leg or the sweep to hit, or you to catch, to seize, like a leg seizing, right? So this is a totally breakthrough your normal concept of hand, only hand. No, when you contact, somebody comes from behind, touch my shoulder, push, and then you go. Look at that. There you go. Okay? See? You don't need to take a look. You can feel, then you follow. So reaction is the whole body. And that Tai Chi principle also Shuaijiao important applications. A good Shuaijiao practitioner don't need to look. He can feel. Even close eye, he can take care of most people who are not so good compared to his level. Okay? Because why? Develop sensitivity, how to use the whole body against a certain kind of situation. So today we want to introduce few techniques that is very pretty much kind of recognize the Tai Chi technique. Cross arm, that one I just showed, right? Crossing arm, and then side to side, okay, and angle change into this corner, okay? And this is called what? Potting while horses man. No, man, thick man, your hand go in and then spread. Yeah, one side and the other side. And notice that every time I open, what do I do first? I close. What close means? Close means what? Accept first, or receive first, contact first. So in the Shuaijiao competition, you cannot just go to push. You got to first try to get the person close to you, and then you can attack, or you can go any direction. So the first thing is absorb. So when the hand comes to me, I am not going to push away. I'm going to follow. Okay? If I follow, there are many ways to control wrist if it's distance. Okay, we call what? Needle. Certain needle at bottom of the ocean, right? Or closer, then we use this. Notice that? My elbow against her elbow, and my shoulder go in. And then from there, I come back here, change into this. That's very often used. You push to here, and you come back, right? So that's how you use your hand to redirect the person. Okay. So let's start the technique. Number one, crossing arm, side to side, cross hand. You see so far how many technique? You see one is what we call sprinting and twisting. Sprint. Sprint means the hand comes to me, but you here. Now move to here. My leg will get close by stepping back and then here. That's called sprint leg. Okay. It's not as lifting. Lifting will go over and then lift up. That's a big technique. So pretty tough, difficult. But this is easy. You just catch the wrist, distance, right? Catch the wrist, and then you catch the neck. And then you approach, small step, and then lift the leg like a spring up the leg and the hand, twist. Look at that. Twist. So the body will twist like this. Okay? This is very easy technique and also very practical. Okay, that's one. And if you go the other way, left hand. Here, right? Cross arm, right? Instead of going this way, I just did, right? Now, you go the other way, then you go this way, then here. this is a control elbow, or even closer to wrist, shoulder. Okay, and then when you come to fight back, push up, then catch in neck here, and kick. Okay, that's good. Then mop, eyebrow mopping. It's often used in self-defense. In tournaments, you cannot do this kind of technique, but in reality, this is very effective. So you saw that. First thing I do is I receive. So first one receive is side to side, right? Side to side here, receive, okay? Then the hand, receive, correct? That is one, and then go followed by attack. Then when it's going closer, push to me, okay? Then push, here, enter. Oh, that is in Shuaijiao we call shouldering. Remember? Use the shoulder nugget. In Tai Chi, two techniques using this kind of trick. One is called stand in front. When person is bigger than you, okay, then you nugget, then you under the armpit and push up. If a person is equal size or lower than you, then you do what? Holding while hold his man. And don't forget the first job is what? Absorb. Then come to me, absorb, and then enter. Enter, you can do many things. Enter, elbow attack, okay, and shoulder attack, and then arm hit. Oh, and even this can hit with the back hand, okay? So most case in Shuaijiao, we just do this. Absorb, and then here, and then kick and pull. Yeah. Down, right? So you can see a lot of Shuaijiao technique you use very often, actually already used in Tai Chi technique. Okay. Now you saw today I want you to be able to classify them by directions. Number one is what? Side to side, right? Then number two is what? Vertical, up and down. When the hand comes attack from here, down. Right? And when you bring it down, what's the purpose of that? That is because you want to go forward to get close and then to catch here. See? So we call this circling, encircling. In a tournament, you angle under the armpit and then surround from behind. You can catch here, or you can go to the upper back and then throw. You can do lifting, or you can do hip throw. Either way, okay? So that is a vertical. And then another one, most used one is in Tai Chi called twist step, brush knee. And punch me right hand. Brush your knee. Brush my knee is my knee, but my hand is first of all going down, and then up, chin here, then chop. Okay. That's a very, very often happen when somebody come close to you. So if the power comes from above you, coming down, then you can cross arm, and then you can enter to attack, and then you do the knee attack, that's called golden rooster, right? And then from there you can do chopping or in hook, right? And then you also can do bowing. You come down here, and then catch here, and then here, and here, and here, and then bow up, throw over, okay? Or sometimes you do outside bound. Right down, here, hit, and then here, and here. Oh, this is pretty dangerous. You do this technique, make sure that you don't place the opponent's elbow on your shoulder. You're gonna break it. You have to deep touch the armpit. Then you won't break the elbow. Okay, let's go outside. I call outside bowing throw, inside bowing throw. 走内踹，走外踹。And most case you use it is a hip throw. So when the person comes to attack you, you do up and down this one. You see, this is side to side, this is up and down, and this is up and down too, same time. This is called white crane, spray its wing. Okay, so when the hand come to me, and they go here and they go down. And then from here, you be approach one step, turn, and then pull here, and then catch the waist. Okay, and then use the hip against the belly, and then lift up. Okay, you can easily just twist. In judo, it's called ukigoshi, means rolling over your hip, very light. And in Shuaijiao, we do it's called hip throw. It go vertical. Okay, that's harder for beginner. They don't like that one. Here, and then here, you can do one more thing. Legs in, and then step up, twist it. Then get in right here. You can't take fully. Here. Go. Okay. That's called close range. In most cases, in close range, you use an in hook. When the hand comes to you, here, kick, enter, then at distance, close, right? This one step, two step, catch. That is directly fall on the back. So be careful on that one. So this is a very overused technique. And then there are back and forth. What is back and forth? When she pushes me right hand, this back and forth. Then you can do different choices. Push here, come back, neck mapping, or you can chopping, right? And then if you left foot in front, then you do it in a hook. So you have a lot of choices, right? And then on this one, we will do, let's see, back and forth, middle range, when push to my chest. Here, this is called a grabbing arm, okay? When you do a grabbing arm, don't forget to do this. This hand, when you contact, you have defensive, offense, catch. And this hand will go under elbow, and the elbow pull to you. This hand go lift up. Okay. In the meantime, watch. I change my angle right here. And then you can do chopping. Or if you're really good, you throw the person with the bracket. Okay, it's called nabe. Okay, nabe, grabbing. That's very obvious in China, right? And then you can see we do a lot of arm control with what they call cracking. Shuaijiao called cracking. Boom. And Tai Chi is called shooting tiger with a bow and arrow. Okay, and then you want to get it up. First one, you want to receive the arm. When the arm comes to you, receive the arm across, then separate. Okay, the other hand. Receive arm and then separate. Separate this hand, cross hand, pull this hand, go forward. And then you need to move your position so you can be able to do this. Then the bigger stance, the easier that the person will fall balance. These are all close range, encounter technique. Overused in China, okay? China means that you not necessarily hurt him, but you make the person subdue. And this is for middle section. Above your waist and your chest, neck up is called upper section, 上盘. Between shoulder and hip is called 中盘, middle section. Below, low section. When somebody kick you, this means what? Somebody attack your low section, you need to block. So when you do brush knee, block, punch come here, and then punch stomach, block. So upper section, lower section, you can use this circle to cover, all right? And then in the joint operation, in Tai Chi practice drill, they have this kind of a countering. That is one, and then 左手助拿turn 游戏怎样 turn 怎样step over foot 轻轻 yeah 怎样让我怎样 push okay all right, so that's how you put it in Tai Chi. Very let's say minimal effort, just learn how to control the whole body coordination, and this has a lot of therapeutic value. it helps you to develop your knee, your waist, flexible, and your coordination and balance. The strength, of course. So this overuse is called moving foot short hand operation, 活步推手. Okay, and in the beginning they'll teach you to use one arm only, and then touch, thumb push. Yeah, this you can see that this like you're doing the crow hand, right? This is side to side, and the hand look beginning with what? Back to the front, and she's attacking me. So when she pushed me, I gradually change into offense. Then sit, turn, okay, push. So you can see, if community people want to learn Tai Chi or Shuaijiao, you can start with this one. Learn what? Learn what? Whole body, use it from knee and waist to control the arm. And that is the best way of fighting. Okay, and then two hand. 转腰, 沉腰, sink, turn, push. Yeah, push, sink, turn, push. And then when you push, your knee need to rotate. Okay, right knee, rotate clockwise. Left knee, rotate counterclockwise. Okay, but don't affect the strength of your torso. 中正, centered, upright. So this is a very basic. And then in the international Tai Chi pushing hand competition, they only do these two. Now I am trying to encourage you to use the Shuaijiao technique, other Kungfu technique you learn, mixed with this pattern to become a free sparring, but under control. It's free advantage. It's still safe, but it shows variety of applications. So that is what this course is for. Let you broaden your concept and broaden your technique, vocabulary. Then you have free choices. Use this effort, make this risk and control the situation. Okay, now today, I think I have shown you plenty of technique that used in Tai Chi. Let's review it. And then this is the first class. I want you to remember all these most used one. Cross arm, usually you only do this one. Exhale, inhale, high forward hand, and drop down all the way down here to change your leg, your waist, and your hand coordination. Okay, and eye hand coordination. And this easy one. And then when you use it, you don't do all this. You just do part of it. Okay, then you can see the hand cross could be crossing this way and could be crossing this way. Yeah, one back and forth, or crossing from here to here, up to here. So you can ready out, but start from here. So that in, the yang, everywhere, in, only back here. All right. So you learn this concept. In Shuaijiao, you always follow the same principle. I want to push, I pull first. I want to pull, I push first. Because you return. Return and open, return. Okay? That's continuity. That is a trick to control situation. They always affect next movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? All right. Now today we have done cross arm, and you have done this way, side to side, right? And if a big one, then we try this. Remember this one in Shuaijiao? We call 环走. This is big turning, right? In Tai Chi, it's called 大包虎里. There, 双捋. Turn, and then in reality, use this one in fighting all the time. That can punch to me. Yeah. Pull. You see how big it is? Okay, try again. Now watch this. Right hand. Pull. Okay, watch this. When she follow you, then she wants to resist, right? Okay, she resists, then you go in to attack. To do shift. If she follows, step forward. 右脚跟着上步. Then you do kick. Okay. So when you drag, she has two actions. When you go back, when you go forward. And use a different Shuaijiao technique to take over. All right? And those things that it won't introduce in Tai Chi. Shuaijiao we use it all the time. Shaving and mounting kick. Okay? All right. Now, these are all same kind of dimension, side to side. Then up and down. We just show you up and down, right? Then what? Then back and forth. Back and forth. Most often used one is a repulse monkey. Step back. Step forward punch. One. Okay. You see, well, step back to create distance. So I can control a distance. From here, I control where arm, or I can control to here. Or I can control again to here. It's up to you. Depend the size or depend the distance. So a lot of choices, but it all start from what? Same direction they approach you. Okay? And there's a back and forth, and then the footwork also help you to relax your back. Push, step over. Here and the other side. Here. Okay. So I am doing this kind of rotation of the waist, my lower back, and that's good for people who have problem with lower back pain or stiff pain waist. Okay, so today I think we did many technique not related to the technique. Also, some technique, if you expand it, you can use some from Shuaijiao. For example, we do this. Push to me here. This is called hanger. Wow, hanger. All right, because the hand push to me here, right? In Taiji, we'll be doing this. But in Shuaijiao, when it is a punch, then too late. Then try again. Do this. And then watch next move. 1, 2. You can come back right away. Okay? So when the hand comes to you, you get, welcome, get in. That's single whip. You see? They all have techniques that are ready for you to use. Once you know the opportunity to use it. Dumping is this one. Dumping better than just going directly. Okay? And then that is very fast. And your hand will come from center line. Punch. Here. Not this way. Yeah. Not this way. That's waving and curve. Right? Now this one is here. And then hit back right away. That's a wah. And then punch in my stomach. Go. Go. Hook. So you put his side out 10 technique, hanger, hook, and push back. And then go back. Get up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now follow me. Try. 1. Close. Not this way. Go here. Elbow close. So it's a get pull the foot away. Defend. Yeah. Redirect here. Then lower part here. Here. Not this way. Here, right here. And then push forward. And now go back. Okay, so you have a lot of time to pull people. Sometimes 2, sometimes 1. With the body movement, then all technique occur from there. Okay. All right. So another one overused one is this one. Got something. This one. Got some 2. This is similar to shooting tiger. When Shuaijiao we call cracking. Okay. Crack something to have. So, somebody puts on shoulder and beg and force, then person fall down. Okay. And this is a very close range. So this mix of Shuaijiao and Taiji technique together for self-defense training. Don't say, this Shuaijiao I cannot do it. No. This Taiji no use. No. You got to use whichever is convenient. And all hand technique, this kind of technique, hook, Taiji, you saw that in a movement. Okay, strike. Yeah, this kind strike. Yeah, with the back hand. And Taiji, they don't do this way, but they do this one to what? To block. They all what? They all affect each other. Okay, now, so far, if I read to you, you should recognize cross arm, number 1, first spin sparrow's tail. Okay, that's a single beginning technique. When the hand comes to push me, this is called wall off. Okay, and the other hand punch to me. This, yeah. Okay, and then again here. So if you go forward, next must be coming back. We do forward, rolling back, forward, rolling back, and chin side, forward, rolling back. Okay, and the whole set is called the so-called west spin spiral tail, forward, rolling back, press forward, and push. And then conclude with double push. So this is the unit. It's called this core exercise of Tai Chi, including 4 directions. A front, side, corner, 8 directions. Okay, and this is the basic structure of Tai Chi style. 四正四余. Okay, all right. Now you see there is a right angle. There's a corner, straight elbow, hit here, and there's a front here with close range. Okay, this is mid range and the distance. So this is clearly tell you in fighting, all technique had to adjust the technique, the angle, to make it applicable. All right. So 同理几样才得走靠a most important element in Tai Chi, the 8 directions, and the footwork that being including the so-called 5 elements: forward, back up, side to side, and center. Right. So that's the basic let's see, guideline of Tai Chi. Teach you whatever technique you use, you need to get away from this let's say required technique. Handle your distance with the footwork, match it, and also go into the right angle. Use the right part of the body to attack. You cannot attack people this way. You can do this way, or sometimes you do a kick, right? Okay, so today I think we have plenty of material for you to think about, to practice. Okay, so in the tape you see the outline that Christy prepared for you. Now the listed the hand contact technique, including crossed arms, west spin spiral tail, golden rooster stands on one leg, hanger and hooks, okay, and then waving hand like cloud drifting by, and step back repulse monkey, brush knee and twist step, and shooting tiger with bow and arrow, and searching needle at the bottom of the ocean. Okay, and there are also single whip and couple more to be introduced maybe next time. Okay, then that's our news. So all these I mentioned are most popular approaching technique in Tai Chi. Once your approaching technique is correct, then you are in control. You're in good shape. So is Shuaijiao. Once you start manipulate the purpose, your target, your counterparty, then you can create opportunity for yourself rather than just following. Okay, so today I think you should try to understand all this terminology, and also you see the picture that I will show in the tape. The technique looks how it looks like. You don't have to be exact like that, because that's only a well recognized movement, but not necessarily all the same. Everybody understands the meaning of technique in a different level, okay, and also different style, interpret and different emphasis. All right, I guess that will conclude our first lesson. I hope that we can make all this happen every once or twice a month, and then keep on upgrade everybody's knowledge and understanding of martial art common principles and open use technique. Thank you for participating. Bye-bye.